Episode 10.
Episode 10, sitting here with Kyler Nguyen, my boy.
No yen, dude.
No yen.
That's what everyone says at first, and they're like, "Are you Chinese?" I'm like, "Do I look?"
Nguyen. No, I'm just kidding.
No, honestly, when I tell them, they think it's just like I'm broke in Asian culture. They're like, "No yen," and I'm like, "Nope."
You're like, no, dude.
I'm here with Christian Chamberlain.
Oh, dude. See, everyone always does that. It's not lame.
Christian Chamberlain.
Christian. Yes. Yes.
All right, dude. What do you got to drink for us today?
Alrighty, dude. So this right here is a good old traditional sponsor us, Pendleton. But it's just a little Canadian whiskey. So how would you just describe a Canadian whiskey to your viewers if we had to?
I mean, I think they're lighter.
They are lighter.
Just like comparing the other whiskeys that I've drank before, and
it's like a rye whiskey, right? Or is that?
I think it is. I think there's multiple grains when it comes to it, but I'm assuming the main shit is probably rye.
Mm-hmm.
But like, so I have that book. You've seen it out here a little bit, but it's like the Guide to Whiskey or something, and it's pretty. It's pretty nice to look at that and just kind of get an idea, but I just never really sit down and read all the way through it. But
no, fair enough. You know what? How about for just a quick second we take our goggles off, put our beakers down, kick up our feet, and we have a good chemistry joke.
I'm about it.
Sound good?
Should we kick our feet up?
Yeah, let's kick them up. There we go. Now I'm chilling out, maxing. All right, so on par with this, some people, they like their whiskey neat, others like it on the rocks, which for all you non-drinkers means with ice. So on that theme, Kyler, I got a question for you.
It's good.
So, if water is H2O, what is ice? No, wrong. It's H2O cubed. It's the son of the police. Oh wait, I don't have the thing on.
I think you need to know chemistry to fully get that.
Possibly.
I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to sound like an idiot for all the chemistry folks out there.
Okay, no, water is H2O, cubed is what ice is coming in, so it's just a play on the word.
Yeah, definitely. It makes sense, but I was gonna put some other fucking letter in there to make a joke. I don't think it would have worked out in my favor though. I would have lost IQ points if I said something.
Fair.
Well,
I got a different one.
Cheers to that. Oh, keep going. Do it again. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Okay, I got a different one. Okay, so two scientists both find helium just by itself. They look at one another, and what do they say?
Two scientists find helium by themselves.
They find helium individually, and they go to a conference, and they see the other person has helium. They look at each other and say, what? He. Because helium is represented by He in the periodic table. So it's he. Yes, I'm done.
It might be a one and done thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you entertained?
I just think we should. We haven't even drank yet.
Cheers. This is why we need it.
Mm-hmm.
So I come up with jokes like that.
Ooh, that's good. Well, I'm gonna change that song.
That's a little sweeter than I thought it was gonna be. From what I remember.
Like Conor McGregor. Have you had Proper 12?
I have had Proper 12. I really don't remember specifically like the characteristics of it, but it's pretty good. Some people don't like it, but
a friend of ours who's a heavy drinker says that it's ass, and I've not had it yet. And if there's one person I would take their advice in those regards, I think I would trust it. But at the same time, I don't know.
Everyone has their own palate.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, first of all, if you normally don't drink Proper 12, you're probably going to get that as your shot when it's about shot 6. So that's about where I was. I was a couple Guinnesses and about 3 or 4 shots in. I said, let's do it.
Dude, the last time I had Guinness, I was with my dad. I think it was in high school or maybe like freshman in college. It was summer. And my parents went camping at the beach. So I was like, fuck it, I'll drive over. And drove over, hung out with them.
Mm-hmm.
On the 4th of July. No, it wasn't. It was St. Patty's Day. And I don't know how I just got that mixed up, but we had the Guinness and Bailey's, the Irish car bombs.
Yeah, yep.
We drank so many of those that, I mean, that sounds stupid to say, but like, that was one of those stories where we drank enough to where like I haven't touched Guinness since. And I was like, oh, I wonder why they just put the shot of Bailey's in there after. I was like, I put the shot of Bailey's in the glass because like I don't want it to splash everywhere. Because the drunker I got, I was just slamming it into my cup. Beer was going everywhere. So then I put the shot of Bailey's in the empty glass, poured the beer in it, saw it curling, and I was like, oh, that's why. But I was already drunk enough. I was like, I don't want to waste this though.
Jesus Christ.
And I drank it, and I wanted to throw up so bad. And my dad's like, let's take a shot of Jameson. I was like, all right, let's do it. Took a shot, just fucking blew up. Just blew up everywhere. And I was like, hopefully I didn't land it on their side of their trailer.
Jesus Christ.
It was a little bit gnarly, but we haven't touched it since. The only time I'll probably ever drink it again is if I go to Ireland. I feel like that's one of those things where, like, I told you on one of the previous podcasts, I went to the Coors brewery in Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
and like that Coors Light, Coors Banquet hasn't tasted the same since because it was from the fucking brewery. I feel like it's gonna be the same concept as Guinness from Ireland to anywhere else.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It's no.
There's only one way to find out though.
Gotta make it happen.
Let's just go there. How much are tickets?
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't want to go there. Wait, isn't Ireland the cold one? I mean, they have good beer, but Iceland. Wow,
No, I think it's Greenland.
it's Greenland. Greenland.
Because I think it's mixed.
It's a mixed
It's
up.
like,
and that's also not Ireland. That's Iceland. I'm sorry. That was a dumb moment.
no, I think the cold one is Greenland, and I think the more greener one is Iceland.
Yeah, but Ireland is not part of this equation. is what
No,
I'm
no,
saying. So
no,
that
no,
was
no.
so my mind space was just completely not correct.
I'm gonna look that up though.
I feel like I've heard that too.
well, Nuuk, Greenland is 18 degrees right now.
Sounds pretty cold.
So let's see how cold Iceland is.
Mm.
This is super relevant, but I'm already looking it up.
No,
so.
super fair. And also, it's like,
It's 41 degrees.
oh
in
shit, 41 degrees in Iceland.
Reykjavik, Iceland.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite spot. I love Reykjavik.
So clearly, just based on today in the United States at 5:50 p.m., Greenland's colder.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. All right.
Yep,
Well,
that's in our science opening.
I do like this whiskey though. It's my dad's favorite too. What kind
Oh,
of
really?
style of whiskey do you prefer, or do you just kind of like to experiment?
I honestly want to say, I wish I could say bourbon, but bourbon is just, it's a little bit heavier. I mean, I like Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey just is a sweet whiskey, and I don't even know what kind of grains make them. I don't know what distinguishes it, but I know that I like Tennessee whiskey.
I think. I mean, shit. Let's just inform ourselves.
Honestly, but like my favorite, I like Knob Creek a lot. I know that's you know what whiskey I don't fucking like is Kirkland brand whiskey. They have have you had their Canadian whiskey?
Yep.
Comes like that massive fucking thing.
Conkle
Oh,
really
dude.
likes that.
Conk, you gotta stop drinking it, dude.
I agree. He's like, dude, this is so good, and
Dude,
I'm like,
it's good, dude.
he takes a shot, and he's like, and then he like gets butthurt that I don't take a shot with him next time. I'm like, look at your face. That should describe it
It's
all.
fucking painful, dude.
I remember when I was in college
He
and
sips on it.
I had extremely low IQ. I was like, I heard the only difference between good vodka and bad vodka is how many times it's filtered.
Mm.
So don't hold this over my head, but I grabbed some, what was it, Burnett's,
Oh yeah, Burnett's.
and I ran it through my braided water filter 4 times. Didn't work.
That's
at all.
hilarious,
It's pretty
dude.
nasty. And Burnett's syrup.
Wait, why do you think it didn't work?
I honestly don't think it's the right filter at all.
No, I don't think so either. But anyway.
Because each filter is different to collect particles of whatever substance you put in there. And
It's
I
like-
don't think. I thought Burnett's was water at one point in my lifetime, but clearly it wasn't.
It wasn't. Did it
Nope.
taste just like Burnett's?
Dude, no. That was the last time I drank it because it was. You know how, like, when cheap liquor gets. Like, you put it in the freezer or something, and it gets that syrupy, like, consistency?
Yeah.
That shit disgusts me. Like, the only thing I can drink syrupy is Fireball for some reason. And that's super heavy. So it's
Yeah.
super weird.
Yeah.
But,
that is
like-
super heavy. It's just a syrupy.
I don't even, because tequila doesn't really even get syrupy like vodka or something like that.
No.
It's just fucking gnarly. But
No, vodka is something that 9 times out of 10 I'd prefer not to take a shot of vodka.
yeah,
I don't even understand.
dude, it was also
Some people
funny
just live
too.
on it.
Our friends who live in Ballard, they got those. I don't even know, like what you see at like a bar when they put those pouring devices
Oh,
on
yeah,
top of
yeah.
bottles. I was like, why do you have that? And they're like, because we spill all the time, so this was gonna help us out. And they're the whole entire night they're still spilling
They're still
the same
spilling. Now
amount.
they're just shooting it everywhere like a
Yeah.
fucking shotgun.
Yeah.
They're like, instead of I don't even know. Now it's just more streamlined. Like there's no difference.
I know.
But it looks way fucking cooler. I'll give them that.
It does.
It does.
It's,
It looks
it's pretty
super
nice
cool.
to
It's
pour
super
it in that
official.
though.
Yeah. Should get one of those for that, just so I can pour it all over the
Mhm.
table.
Except the only bad thing is like they're like 7 people will take a shot, and then they're like, "Cool, I'll take one. Let me wash it out real quick." And they're like, "No, I got it." I'm like, "All right." And they just put like cold water through it, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. We're ready."
Oh, okay. So just the herpes then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you try to avoid certain types of drinks for like I don't know fitness goals or just taste or?
I mean, I'm not. Yeah. I mean, partially. I just feel like if I'm gonna drink hard A, I probably want to get the bang for my buck, like in the sense of like health. I don't know. Like I'm usually gonna get tequila because tequila makes you happy, angry, rambunctious, depressed, all at once, and it's the best feeling ever.
It's the only type of stimulant, alcohol that's out
Damn
there.
near it seems like it is.
No, I think that's the statistic from
Like it
tequila.
operates as more of a stimulant.
It's the only type of liquor that maybe not the only type, but one of the only kinds that is actually a stimulant because of like that's why how everyone always has like bad stories on tequila because you
Mhm.
get so like hyperactive on it that you like can take more shots and then you take more and you just fucking die. Like
That's how tequila ends.
yeah.
That's how tequila ends. You're like, oh, you dead now. You're like sick.
Honestly,
That's hilarious. No, so favorite kinds of tequila. Have you had Hornitos?
mm-hmm.
Oh, Hornitos is fire. It's kind of like that has a little hint of lime in it. That's really good. Some people really hate it. They think it's kind of like just, I don't know, just a little syrupy.
Are you a
it's
dark
agave.
tequila guy or a white tequila guy or any?
I like the blanco, just like I like my women.
I like.
Sorry, mom.
I really like Casamigos and
Casamigos.
Three Amigos. The Three Amigos comes
Yeah.
in like a fat like
I know exactly what you're
globe.
talking about.
And I bought that. My mom one time when I was visiting, she was like, "Let's make a drink," and I was like, "Cool, we're making margaritas." She's like, "Just go to Total Wine and grab any type of tequila you think would be good." I was like, "Cool." And like, if you've ever seen the bottle of a Three Amigos Fifth, honestly, it's just this fat like bubble. And so, I don't even know. I was pouring the drinks that night, and then like I came back not too long ago, and my mom was like, "Yeah, I had to pour it into like those things that like." Husband and wife will kind of get each other for like anniversary gifts, and they're like, I can't think of the name, but it's just like a glass,
Yeah.
a cantor,
Oh, decanter.
decanter, yeah.
Yeah, I got my sister one.
So my my mom's like, I had to pour it in there 'cause I couldn't pick up the glass; it was too big. She's like, I just kept spilling it everywhere. And I was like, let me introduce you to the Ballard boys. They fucking know how to stop spilling all the time.
That's-
But I think those two are probably. I mean,
Those things are awesome though.
I went to Westport, Washington.
Mhm.
Westport, no. I went to some beach with my parents, and we went to I think it was Pacific Beach, and there's this place. Is it Titan Palm? I don't know. There's some like
I haven't really been to many beaches in Washington, honestly.
there's like some ghetto ass like not even ghetto. It's just like
Just clam chowder joint.
no. I mean yes, that place is dank though. But like there's like this place next to Pacific Beach that's like all the houses are exactly the same. It's just like they're trying to build a community right there.
Mhm.
So like you wouldn't even have to leave. You're right on the water. A lot of people can like rent it out. These like buildings and everything, and they had a tequila bar. And I was like, "Oh, I've never been to one of those." And I'm like, "Let's go in there." And they're like,
No, yeah.
"We can give you a tequila flight." And I was like, "I'm super down." And it was during COVID, so they gave it to you in like like those takeout sauce containers.
Yeah, no. we use those for like weighing stuff, like as like boats.
They
Yeah.
like poured the tequila in there, so I just had
Little
like a
2-ounce
stack of
shots,
them.
and 3-ounce
And there was
shots.
one in there that I do not know what it was. I can't think of the name, but it was so fucking good. And like if I saw the brand of the bottle, I
Yeah.
could definitely tell, but I can't right now. And I've always thought about that because I was like, if I just look, like I've looked up just tequila brands on the internet, and like this is so bad because there's so much pops up. Like I don't know.
You're like, how am I supposed to ever differentiate these?
I know.
No, there's a tequila, a Mexican joint that like serves like tequila flights and stuff like that right over in Fremont, right?
Yeah.
The one right next to Cal's apartments.
Red Star.
No, it's like on the backside. If you guys want to know exactly where she lives. No, it's like
Oh, right behind it.
right behind it.
It's
Yeah.
got like that tarp.
Yeah, they have like tarps out there. So anyway,
Mm.
they like have this super cool like outdoor like space that has like just it's couches completely on the outside, like around like the barrier, and then the inside's like comfy seats. And they have these tequila flights, and you're drinking it, and it's you can pick any 3 tequilas, and they're like, oh, if you get the bottle, and it's like fucking $195, and I'm like, I'm not buying a $195 fifth, but they have some stuff that I mean you don't really. when you're usually shooting tequila, you're just doing it purely for the effects.
Mm.
Unless you really like tequila, and then you get some good tequila, and then your day is fucking made. Day's made.
I really want to try the Rocks tequila.
I haven't had that. Can you? What? What is this? What is this?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Temecula, but I'm pretty sure that's a place in California.
How do you make tequila? Like, what is the process for distilling tequila? I'm assuming it's the same. I know it's made from agave sugar. You know those little fucking plants that are kind of ugly, right?
Oh, it's Termana.
Termana.
Yeah.
Where do I find a bottle of Termana?
Dude, I'm pretty sure.
Where's he from? Is that a California exclusive tequila?
No,
Hell yeah.
I don't think so.
One site
Okay,
said 1999.
These
so
things are stupid.
I know it's like when you go to like a weed website or like an alcohol like selling platform, and they're like, "Are you 21?" You're gonna be like, "No, I'm not." Turn me around. No.
Dude, there's a lot of them.
Oh shit. Super close to us. Right in Fremont.
Dude, all these places. Inner Bay, Lower Queen Anne, Belltown, Pine, Pike.
Wow.
Wow,
Coming
there's
for you.
a lot more than I was expecting.
Terramana.
Dude, they're all
Terramana.
over. They're all over.
Yeah, no, they are.
So, yeah, we'll have to check that out. That's exciting. I had, when I went to Oregon for work, I was
Mm-hmm.
there for a week, and one of my coworkers was like, I can't think of what it's called, but it's a mule, but it has gin in it instead.
Mm-hmm.
And I had that, and I'm not a big fan of gin. But then I had that, and I was like, holy shit, this beats just a normal Moscow mule any day of the week. So I was like, oh, I could try more gin now. And I want to try Aviation gins from Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
Those are really the only two that are something I wanted to try. I don't really look at like liquor or beer or something. Like, I want to try that.
Yeah, like that, that drop's coming out. We gotta get it to it.
Yeah.
No, but I have heard of Aviation Gin, by Reynolds, right? Ryan Reynolds.
You can get that at a lot of places, I think, too.
Yeah, I've seen it, and someone even told me that it was good. Honestly, I used to be a pretty big gin drinker in college when I was 21, but I really have not gone back to gin. Gin is just so easy, and you can drink it with like Sprite and gin, and just goes down. But I don't really like Bombay style of like,
Yeah, I'm not a big fan
like
of
the
that.
over the top of the pininess. I'm not
Yeah.
a fan of that.
No, I feel that. What are you going to plans this weekend?
Yeah, I'm actually about to go win some money. I'm a pretty decent fan of Texas Hold'em poker, so like I watch World Poker Tour. You know, I've been grinding in the gym. You know, I've been playing online poker. Is what I'm
No
saying.
shit.
Yeah, definitely. My dad plays online poker, and he was playing before it was banned and stuff like that. So I've got a pretty good background in poker. I definitely missed out some time. Like there was a while where I necessarily wasn't really following it. That's actually what fucking sprung me into betting. You ever heard of Bovada? Sports betting?
No.
So it's basically like the most like renowned / like easiest system to bet, gamble. Unfortunately, if you're watching Resident, you can't bet, like technically.
But isn't the money all processed overseas?
Yeah, it's all processed overseas, but like technically it's illegal federally. So if your state allows it, even though it's through like internet transactions, it's kind of like this weird loophole. So some people you can bet, but it's like there's certain like limits to make it legal, and like it's kind of like you have to win something to get promoted into something. It's like how the poker works. If you're a Washington resident, is rather than going, I'm gonna pay $50 to get into this table or this this game, you'll pay $50 to get into a tournament or to get into 3 different tournaments, and then you have to place a certain rank to get moved on. And so it's kind of like this echelon thing to where you can cash out at any point, rather
Okay.
than, you see what I'm saying? You have to like preload your funds because you can't do live betting.
So do they? Because I did sports betting through my bookie, I think that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost money, but if I were to win money, I was always curious how they were going to give you the money back, because there's no way you want to give them your fucking bank account, right?
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure they give you like a redeemable like voucher. I don't really know though. I haven't bet in a while. It's been a couple years, but that's what they were doing before.
How do you think it would be like? Because if they just give you money to bet more on the website, that would be kind of fucking like cool, but dumb, because you could never access that cash that you won.
You definitely.
So from online sports betting,
Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, that makes sense. Couriers and vouchers. That's because that's what
Check.
I remember. You used to be able to get a voucher and have like a barcode, and like a number, and you can just like log on, and they would like send it to you. Like they would like because if they have your bank account information, the routing number you need, but you need the bank account. Like, just because someone has your routing your bank account doesn't mean they can take money out. It just means they can deposit. So, I mean, obviously, I don't really know like the capabilities of people that want to steal your money,
Right.
but it seems pretty legit. The Vada's pretty legit, and
I'd be interested though, 'cause it'd be fun to. I mean, I'm sure that's how it starts, and then people just get carried away with it. But it seems like it'd be fun.
March Madness is coming up, boy.
What's the type of? Oh, do we have a bet? Well, I don't know if we're gonna do it this year, just 'cause
We gotta get it. We gotta get it.
dude,
No,
at my
no one's watching basketball this year though.
at my work, we always have this March Madness and then college football playoffs. We have like I think it's like a $20 buy-in.
Mm-hmm.
My dad actually won it a few years ago, and he won like $500, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's something
Yeah.
simple, and the motherfucker never watched basketball in his life unless like I'm home and I have it on or something.
You're like, so you didn't? You just got lucky.
And I'm like, how did you win this? And he goes, I just look up like the ratings of who's gonna win online. I'm like, and you just fucking won? I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, dude, you could fucking hop in on that shit too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We get a decent amount. I mean, it might if we still do that this year. I don't know why we wouldn't, because
It's
it's
just
just
fun,
a
yeah.
fun thing to do, and it's not like the company loses money over it.
Right.
But I don't know.
No, definitely.
But I
That's fucking
definitely-
sick. What about you? Do you have anything going on this weekend?
Well, dude, tomorrow is sound like it's gonna get a little shitty on the snow side.
It's gonna get super shitty.
So
Fresh pow though up in the mountains though, dude.
I'm hoping that you get canceled from work.
Yeah, dude, I need a powder day.
They just cancel you. You're like, you can't come in this weekend.
They're like, you don't drive to work. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, and then
I
we
should
could
just tell 'em I'm-
we could do something outside.
Oh, dude, that sounds nice.
Might as well, 'cause I mean, what time do you work tomorrow?
1 o'clock.
I mean, I guess it really depends on how we end up feeling after tonight, tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
But
very true.
I'm gonna say, even if you don't have to go in, we could just do something, 'cause it's like it's not like we're gonna fucking like go for a hike or some shit. But it'd be
Yeah.
nice. I don't even have it. I don't think. Well, I know neither of us have a car to get up to a specific spot to go hiking. So
No, I know I do not. I mean, my Maserati's pretty nice and everything, but it's not like a 4-wheel drive type of car. So
how do you think people are gonna manage this snowstorm? Well,
They're-
what is it called? A snorm?
a storm. They're gonna. I mean, Seattle drivers are pretty cautious drivers, so I always feel like they're gonna do a pretty decent job. But 9 times out of 10,
They never do.
they don't. They don't do a very good job. No
Yeah.
offense.
I also feel like a lot of the time when people go and they live in the city, especially Seattle, 'cause it rains so much, they never think about getting 4-wheel drive. So with that, they probably never really have chains in their car either.
Yeah, no, not really. A lot of people over here probably don't own chains because there's so much turnover. Wait, say it one more time.
Do you have chains?
For my car? Yeah, I have chains.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I have chains. Definitely.
I'll
Uh,
never know
I do have chains. I promise you. I made Callie get chains last year.
either. Yeah, that's smart. I mean,
I don't know if they fit my new car, but I still got them. They're for my last car.
it's easy to find out if they do.
No, yeah,
without
no, it's
even
super
putting
easy.
them on. But
No,
at the
yeah,
same time,
the
like,
bag. But I need to figure it out. I'm definitely not prepared. I don't even have an ice scraper, dog.
oh yeah, I was gonna check. I might have two of them. I'll give you one. But
Struggle out here.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like they never really think. I don't know. Like, I want a truck right now, but obviously I don't like. Someone dropped some knowledge on me where they're like, "Why would you buy, I don't know, $50,000+ car, truck, or whatever, when you could just buy a car that you know is going to be reliable, and maybe like an older version of a truck still that would still be decent, and you could actually still rock with it, but like you should not should." A way to look at the managing money part of it is, if you don't get a nice truck or a nice car that costs a shit ton of money, you can put that money towards like experiences, go, I don't know, out of the country, go on more vacations. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Something that's probably very logical to other people. I just, that was
Mhm.
I never thought about that. And I was like, wow, that's actually pretty fucking smart. And then again, like, I went home to my parents' place, changed my oil, and drove my dad's truck to the store, and I was like, fuck, I want one of these though.
You're like, this is a hog.
Yeah, I was
It's an
like,
absolute
goddamn.
hog.
And then I get back in my car and I'm like sitting like on the road. I'm like, what is happening?
You're like, my ass is on the floor. No, when you're in a big car, it feels nice. Dude, I really want to get a Dodge Ram 1500.
Yeah.
They're sexy. They're absolutely sexy.
The new ones are fucking sweet.
They're disgustingly nice.
Yeah.
And the grills are mean too.
Or you could just make enough money to where you can get a fucking nice car. It's not really gonna matter.
That's true. I saw the new Audi Q5s, like the SUVs.
Mm.
They kind of just look a little more like, I don't know, like the ones were like a lot more rounded out on all like the edges and stuff like that. This one's a little more just like sports looking. Anyway, we're not talking about cars, but that shit is nice.
No, dude, we
Nice,
can do
nice,
whatever.
nice.
I think I would like to drive one, but I don't. I'm just not the person to like consistently drive one.
Yeah.
So I definitely want some because I have like the car that I have now is that intelligent 4-wheel drive, which in my mind I think is one of the most R-word things on this fucking planet because you can
Oh
never
boy.
turn it on. It just turns on when it notices you slipping. Whoa. And
Your 4-wheel drive one does?
huh?
You're
Sorry.
saying your 4-wheel drive one turns on when you're slipping?
Yeah, because it's intelligent 4-wheel drive.
So it doesn't work.
So like you can have a truck and you can
Yeah,
flip
no,
the nozzle.
I drove a truck for a while. And I
yeah.
just did that. You can go in low gear, low,
Right.
whatever you need.
My truck had like a little gear shifter. I could do it. I literally cannot turn mine on. Mine only turns on automatically because it's intelligent when it notices that I'm slipping. Well, that doesn't
That's ridiculous.
fucking work because I've already tried it and it doesn't fucking turn
Guys,
on.
it's gonna turn on. Just wait.
And but like, so if you think about that, so if you start slipping, it registers you're slipping. It turns on.
Yeah.
Cool. Is it gonna stay in 4-wheel drive the whole entire time you have the car on for that
Right,
specific
because you're not gonna
time?
be slipping after a really.
Or is it just gonna turn on after like 5 minutes? You're
Yeah.
like,
What?
well, I'm gonna keep slipping. It's gonna keep. It's like that's why I hate about the new cars is
Yeah,
like
that doesn't make
now
any sense.
there's so much there's so much electrical shit to the cars now. It's making it so much harder for you to fix by yourself. So say I don't know how the whole intelligent all-wheel drive works, but if it does fully like turn on and actually turn off once it knows you're not slipping anymore.
Mhm.
All right, well that gear or the electronics that's noticing to swap that shit, if it goes out like that, it's gonna keep swapping like all the fucking time. Okay, that part that is allowing my car to turn it on and off intelligent all-wheel drive is gonna go out too. I'm gonna be like, I don't know how to fucking replace that or do anything to that.
Dude, right now you remind me of that emoji that's like fucking just like got like, their head blown off and just mind blown emoji. That's funny. Because honestly, intelligent and you know what the worst part is? They had the fucking nerve to name it intelligent 4-wheel drive.
I know.
Like, come on, dude, be better. Just someone be better for me.
Yeah, but you know, that's how they get you. They just fucking make you wanna pay a bunch of cash. Off
Next car you get, you're gonna get in and be like, okay, this car's cool and everything, but like, where's the module for 4-wheel drive?
That's literally all
That's-
that I fucking
those
want.
are the questions you need to ask. Or you need to ask.
That's
Last-
all I want.
I had 4-wheel drive and I bought these tires, or my dad bought these tires, or I don't know how we got these tires on this truck, but they're nice tires, and like they're new. And then I was in Pullman, and they just weren't worn in enough, and so I literally I couldn't get out of snow. Because you remember by the side of my house that ditch,
Yeah.
and so I had the truck with a 4-wheel drive, so I always had to park there, and I'm like, this is bullshit. You guys know this is bullshit. Just because you drive a Mazda doesn't mean you deserve the nice parking spot.
The worst thing was when I went to high or
I went to
slow
kindergarten.
down. Goddamn. I went to college with my sister. Obviously, you knew that, but for the people listening, they may not know. So, we just had my sister drive her car,
Mhm.
and since we would just go to the same house all the time, it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
And everything is walking distance, which I miss the most.
It
But
was immediate walking distance.
She like got a ride home because she was a senior. She like finished her, not even a senior. She finished her finals earlier than I did, so she just got a ride home from a friend of hers that lived in the same area. So she's like, "You can take my car." I was like, "Fuck yeah, it's sweet." She parked outside AKO. Then the snowplow came through
Oh yeah.
and fucking buried this thing, and I was like,
Oh, I remember you. I remember that.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
Did
I
you,
was
did
like,
you say that was one of her car? It was her car under there.
Yeah.
Was
and
she
so,
pissed?
So then she wasn't pissed. I was pissed. I was like, "You're making me work for this, huh?" So I was like, "Okay, whatever." And it was like, I don't know. I finished class at like 4. Because I had a lab. I knew I couldn't miss it. So then I was like, I already know that this is gonna be a long night because I have to drive 5 to 6 hours across the state to go to Olympia, Washington. And I sat there for like 30 to 40 minutes, whatever, trying to like turn the car on, get all the ice fucking melted off the windshield. Didn't have a scraper. Tried to find a shovel to even scrape that shit out from the side so my car could get out.
Yeah.
And then I finally put chains on because it's pretty fucking gnarly in like the Greek road system at the time. Whatever road that is, I can't think of the road it is. And then I finally got up to the main road and I was like,
Wait, not Colorado.
hmm?
Colorado.
It might be.
Yeah. It's
I don't
Colorado.
really
Colorado
remember.
Street.
And I knew that she was gonna sell the car, and so I was like, and it's like really bad to drive on asphalt with chains on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like,
But you, yeah.
I could get back out of my car and take these chains off, or because I know she's selling her car soon, I could just keep driving and bust these bitches off the back of the car and just not worry about it.
Is that what you did?
That's how I kept
Option
driving.
number 1 or option number 2,
And
sir?
it went fucking boom, boom, and just starts fucking shooting through. And I was like, oh, okay. So I pull over to the side of the road regardless. I'm like, I did not expect it to be that loud.
That immediate.
Yeah, I thought I blew something up. I go back there, no idea where there are. And I was like,
The chains were gone.
yeah, I was like, okay. So I got back in the car.
They
I
probably
did-
blew up.
They
probably
did, but I'm
whipped.
saying like I would have assumed
Yeah,
they
you would
didn't
see
all blow
them.
up. I would see them, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck they went. And so then
They're
I
in
was
someone's fucking forehead. Down the road,
probably,
dog.
and so then I was, I mean, I got home at Olympia at like 2 a.m. So I was like, this took for fucking ever.
This
and I
is
was
the
like,
worst
I'm
drive of my
over it.
life.
And like, it was stupid of me. I should have just gotten out and taken them the fuck off. It was really not that hard, but I was a lazy piece of shit in college, so that adds to it. Moral of the story: just blow that shit up every time.
More of the story, make sure you have chains and make sure that you know how to use them. Because that's a mistake most people make.
Oh, dude, I went and delivered with a coworker of mine to Oregon for work, and on the way back, he wanted to go the long way. He lives in Shoreline, and we went down through Portland over to the Dalles. Maybe not.
Up down 94.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so we went that way to go to Richland. Long trip from way
Wait,
up here to go to
from Pullman?
Richland. No, from here. Like this was like last year from work.
Yeah.
We took our work vehicles, we had to make
yeah,
a
no,
delivery.
how else would you get there though?
Snoqualmie Pass.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like
Yeah, why'd
way
you do that?
faster. Well, because the
Yeah.
pass was fucked, and like
Oh, gotcha.
I was okay to send it because I was like, I've already driven in the snow enough, and we all coming from Pullman, like we were able to understand how to drive in the snow.
They went all the way around.
Yeah, so we went all the way around, and all of a sudden he was like, "Yeah, I'm okay," like because we have to drive there and drive back the same day, and so then I was like, "Why don't we just go through the pass?" And I was like, "I'm not gonna force," because he was driving with me. I was like, "I'm not gonna force you to like go through it," but I'm also really hoping he
You
just
were
fucking
driving?
yeah. I was like
Oh my
really,
God.
I was really hoping he just fucking agreed to go through the pass.
He
I
was
was like,
like,
I don't
"Nah,
want to
man."
drive back around. And then he was like, "Well, how do we put chains on in case like I need to put them on?" And I was like, well, I mean, okay, we have a shop over there, so I backed in. I was like, pulled the chains out. I was like, "This is how you put them on. They're all different, but like these specifically for this car, this is how it's gonna work. And you have the same car as me as a work vehicle, so this is how it works." Put them on, took them off, and I was like, "Do you just want to go through the pass?" I was like, "I'm really hoping you say yes, though, because I really don't want to drive all the way around." And like, I get where he was coming from too, though, because we get overtime for driving, obviously longer than 8 hours.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yes, but I don't want to sit here and drive fucking 14 hours in a day."
Just for some money.
Right. So then I was like, I convinced him to go through the pass. It was the most fucked up shit.
Oh, was it?
I have never seen the pass so bad before.
No,
But
it's
I was
so
like,
bad.
I'm not turning off my car to put chains on. I was like, I'm gonna keep going. I don't know where the lanes are at. The only benefit of it was that no one was on the pass. So
Because who's driving that?
yeah, exactly. So there's semis driving it, and I could just sit behind a semi, but I'd go slow, and he could just
Yeah.
pave my way, and I could just follow him. But I was like, fuck it, we're just gonna keep going. My windshield wipers are full blast, fucking going left to right. I still can't see anything. Visibility's so bad. And you know when you get to the part on Snoqualmie Pass where the green median,
This is hilarious.
I think it's right next to the lake up
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Snoqualmie Pass. Shot. My lights were so fucking like dim. I
Because
couldn't.
like there's covered.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything, so I had to get out and I swiped them off. Didn't do shit. It's like an older vehicle. Well, I mean, it's only like a 2014 or something, but like once you drive a car with like the LED lights, that's like a game changer.
Yeah.
But I had these just the yellow lights that are like stock on a vehicle, and I was driving through, and he was just fucking shitting his pants, and I'm like, I need
Is
to.
he in your car? Or is he following you?
He's following me,
In his own car.
and he's
Oh, that's,
yeah,
okay,
and
that's why you're trying to change. Okay.
and he
Yeah.
had me on the phone, and I was just like fucking listening to it through my Bluetooth speaker in the car I was driving. And I was like, yo, honestly, like, if you need help, just call me, but I'm gonna hang up so I can blast some music so I can fucking focus on the road. And he was like, what? Okay. And then I just fucking turned it off, and I turned on some like fucking 50 Cent or something, and I was just like going through, and I was like,
Yeah, fuck
I
it.
can't see shit.
G-Unit.
But if I
What?
die, I'm going out
G-Unit.
hard.
Anyway.
I don't know what started that conversation, but there we are.
And he was right. He could have just driven around.
But we made it alive, and I told him that's why you always risk it for the biscuit. Because look how much time we saved, motherfucker.
You might have died, but you didn't. So now you're stronger
Exactly.
for it. Yeah. Teach him something about resiliency, dude.
See, I don't know, but
He learned something from you. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I don't know what started me on that.
The snowstorm.
transition, but-
Okay, because people in Seattle are gonna shit
right,
themselves.
right.
There's actually a huge cold front hitting Nebraska and like the whole Midwestern area right now.
Texas. Texas
Did you hear that?
got a fucking shit ton of snow. It's super weird.
I know what you're going to get to, mate, possibly, but fucking my girlfriend's brother and like his girlfriend live in Nebraska. That's like where she's from, and then he plays baseball there. And it was negative 22 degrees. Negative 22. Apparently, like the Arctic winds, like something wasn't strong enough to keep it in, so they blew more north, and so they're going right through the fucking middle through the U.S. to Canada, and it's fucking over the place. And then Texas is super fucked. Texas is known for their black ice. Like when I was in Texas on like the highways that are in the buttfuck middle of nowhere, it does not matter in the city or in the buttfuck middle of nowhere. I swear to God, every like how as often as you see a stop sign, there's a sign that says "Watch out for black ice in the winter." Everywhere.
Watch out for black
ice. Have you seen that Key Phil skit?
Yeah.
He's like black ice, and it's like the mean guy. It's like, okay, so let's explain this. There's a Key and Peele, which is a comedy show. There's a skit where news reporters who are white are like, you gotta watch out for that scary black ice, and it shoots over to Jordan Peele, who's black, and it's fucking like this graphic where it's like an angry cloud, and he's like fucking thugging it, and it's like black ice, and he's like, sounds like black guys.
That's why.
So
I had to
anyway,
ask.
Texas has a lot of scary black guys. Woo!
Oh my god!
I know.
I thought that was the fucking. I straight up thought this right here, this nozzle, was the fucking echo, and I was like, "Are we talking in echo this whole fucking time?" I was tripping out. All right.
No, but so anyway, there was a 100-car pile up in Texas yesterday. You hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Oh shit, that's what I thought you were referring to. Yeah, let me. I think it was in Fort Worth.
I follow a guy named Tim Kennedy, and
Yeah.
he just lives in Texas, and I just saw it from him, from an Instagram post.
Dude, I think there's a video, dude. 103, at least 6 dead. 103, at least 6.
100
And I'm gonna do this on my own goddamn accord. At least 6 dead and 133 car pile up.
After dealing with black guys on the freeway.
Yeah, at least. Holy shit.
Ooh, that's gnarly.
That's awful.
Ooh, hella semis are in that too.
Oh my god.
I mean, that literally probably is
'Cause
a
you can't
consequence of
stop.
also. I mean, granted, black ice is something that's fucked no matter where you are, but because they probably don't deal with it all the time, or snow, they don't know how to. They just think it's like a normal day, just be more cautious, but they don't know how cautious you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's probably how something like some place like Texas would end up with that big of a pile up too. But obviously it's black ice, so like you could come across that anywhere. You get what I'm saying though?
No, definitely. That's actually why Texas has these barriers, because they're so used to stuff like that. These are all good to go passes, so it's just like it's super safe. Like their infrastructure is really weird, and they try to build it around minimizing stuff like this, like the huge pileups. But I mean, sometimes it is what it is. That's awful though.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I'm looking at the whole scene. There's about 133 cars in that pileup, if I had to guess.
Good to guess from the title.
Oh, I can't read. That's fucked though.
Nice. Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. I feel like.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it definitely is. Well, I mean, you say gyms are open now? Totally off topic.
Gyms are open, yeah, they're open. I
What,
wouldn't know, but they're open.
You got any advice for the followers on just the transition on getting back into the grind of things? Do you have anything for them to fucking?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll help them.
I mean, personally, I'm in this weird mindset where I want to go back to the gyms, but I've made it so long without getting COVID. I really just don't want to get it now. Like, I'm not scared of it, but I don't know. I'm just.
I'm saying just in general.
Oh, in general, the workout grind.
If people like
Workout grind
people are
specifically?
finally going back to the gym,
Yeah.
or if they took a break because of fucking COVID, which is fair. I think we all
Right.
did. Say they got a gym at home. What do you have any pointers or whatever for the audience to follow or adhere to help
Yeah.
them on the process of getting back on the ship?
No, yeah, definitely. I would say the biggest thing, or one of the biggest things you could do is,
Don't be a pussy.
I mean, there's that for sure. Don't be a pussy. No, but or penis. Like, we don't, gender stereotype nobody here. But I would say the biggest thing that you really can do is try to keep yourself in like a positive mindset, because let's be honest about it. You might be looking in the fucking mirror and thinking, okay, well, COVID kicked my ass. Either, you were progressing before everything came along and the gym shut down, or you were, stagnant anyway, and now you've really fallen off. But either way, whether have been able to stay where you're at or you're falling off the wagon, if you just get back into the mindset where you keep it pushing, you keep it going forward, you're going to be able to regain that, and it's going to be slow. You can't just want to progress immediately. You have to realize that if you were working out before, that progress came slow even when everything was how, normal. And now it's not normal, so everything is irregular that you're doing. Your body's sleeping different, your body's eating different, you're thinking differently. Just stay the course in regards to your fitness and make it more about the mindset and attacking the mindset, because I feel like right now it's really easy for all of us to be more in touch with our sadness and our like self-isolation time.
Definitely.
Just because we have the ability to do, like, it's harder to run away from yourself now. So now that you know that, kick your ass into shape. Like, I don't know, to me it's pretty simple. Like, you just have to make it more mental than physical, because right now the physical just might not be coming, and you just have to be patient on it, because it's not all that physical. It'll come with the work.
I think the longest, or like the more I continuously work out, the more I like look at it as, when I first started, physical, obviously, want to look good. Now it's just like, dude, if I don't work out, I just like, my mentality just shifts, and I'm like, I love who I am when I have worked out constantly, like say 5 days a week, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, now I just do it for the mentality part of it, and like emotionally, or I don't know, just the mental part of it is why I live now and work out, because like physical, it'll come, but I have that mindset now. Before I was like, that's all I fucking wanted.
Yeah.
And now it was weird how I just like shifted into that, and I'm sure everyone else has, but like I was always a bigger kid growing up my whole life, so once that shifted, I was like, holy shit, there's so much more to like working out than just what is flat value.
Yeah, because everyone wants to look good. That's why people work out, but it's a lot more, advantages that come along with it.
Right.
For sure. No, I can feel that. But gyms are open. You don't have to make appointments anymore. You can just get your ass in there, get after it.
Feel that. Where's GarageBand at?
GarageBand? Oh, it's everything you own down there. Yeah, boy.
What's that?
What is this?
Yeah. No. Like time. I don't want to make it boring for the audience.
Oh no, we started at like 5:47, I think. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. The first time I noticed it, we were into the conversation, and that was 5:55. I know that for a fact. That was a while ago.
Okay. Well, we could end it on goals for 2021.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get after it.
Goals for 2021.
Goals for 2021.
Do you have anything? Oh, right. If you don't, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Oh
like
no,
that.
yeah. I would say like professionally, by the end of 2021, I would like to have at least a title change, and hopefully some more like official responsibility delegated towards me. I think that I'm on my path there. I just feel like I'm just trying to make myself as much of a useful Swiss Army knife type tool as I can, and also really hone in on the things that I was originally brought on to learn. And I feel like as I develop those, I can help other people. Just places where I might be stronger, someone might be weaker. Be willing to help, and also be willing to like receive information and help with someone. That's a huge thing professionally, and then personally, I need to fucking get my mind in like just an even keel place. I feel like I've always thought to myself, someone that doesn't get too high and doesn't get too low. And I feel like I've just been going through too many big swings, like physically and emotionally, just like with my effort and just on my daily life. So I just need to focus on my sleep, and stay steady and just ride it out.
I feel like what's tough with the mental and physical part of it, like what you were saying, is obviously everyone's feeling a lot of different emotions during the COVID and all this bullshit in general. Not bullshit,
Sure.
you know what I mean?
It's bullshit.
I think like everyone tries to mask their pain in whatever circumstance it may be, but I think like every scenario is temporary. So like if you're happy, embrace it, because I mean, to be realistic as you can be, you're not going to be happy the rest of your life. Like, say we wake up tomorrow and we're happy as shit, we're not going to be happy fucking, who knows, we're going to be that same type of happiness is what I'm trying to say,
Right,
40 years later or
like
something.
your idea of happiness alters as you grow.
And so it's the same with like being sad too, or thinking about whatever you could be thinking about. Emotions or mental thoughts are probably extremely high right now. I think on average I say like 10,000 thoughts a day. I'm sure during COVID it's like 20,000. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
But like you almost have to like let those feelings come to you, and not just embrace it and like reap the depression that you're feeling or something, but just like know, like, okay, I was in this phase, or I felt this way, I don't know, 2 months ago. What did I do? What was I doing that got me out of it? What did I do that put me in there? And like, you just kind of got to feel the emotions, because like if you didn't have the lows, the highs wouldn't feel so good. So instead of trying to like mask it, because I'm with you, I think the last 6 months have been pretty fucking gnarly
Yeah.
in terms of every aspect of our lives.
Just the up and down, like. But
It's so dramatic. It's not like
Yeah.
this. It's just fucking boom, boom,
everything
boom.
feels so
boom.
dramatic. Everything's so dramatic, from politics to the obviously COVID to the vaccine and more politics, and it's like it's just this one big fuck puddle. Coined that.
That's gonna be our caption for the podcast when we
Yeah.
post it up. One big fuck bottle.
One big fuck puddle. You heard it here first.
All right. You want to leave them with a fucking chemistry drug to dip out too, or do you want to leave that for the next episode in the beginning?
I'm gonna see you next time. And we are gone.
Thanks for tuning in. It's episode 10. Chris Chamberlain and Kyler Nguyen. I'm broke in Asian currency.
That's the sound of the police.
Well, tune in next week. We're going to start getting back on the grind. We're going to start recording every Friday, posting every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
So, tune in.
All right.
All right, peace.
Peace.